The origin of the idea came from the fact that I was always kind of engulfed in a coffee environment. Starting off at like 13 years old, I was always like trekking my way to where everyone else started, probably like your Costas and your Starbucks, which are banned in this shop, by the way, those words. Um, and then as I got older, I just got more and more involved with coffee, drinking it recreationally, brewing at home, and got quite hip with it, I guess. As time went on and I got a little bit older, and I actually found I had like a fondness for history, it only made sense to collaborate the two ideas. So the process we went through from just having an idea to creating a fully functioning shop was a very stressful one, to say the least. It's pretty difficult to have an idea and then bring it into life. And I think one thing that a lot of people ignore is mental setbacks. Like, although most of the setbacks I've had in this journey haven't been physical ones, they've definitely been mentally draining ones. And that's something that I feel like every single person can relate to. And it wasn't even like I couldn't do the job. I knew I could do it, but it was more like, holy, this is a lot of work in one go, and I don't have time to balance things, and I need to make time for myself, which is mentally draining. And I'd consider that a setback because it took me a lot to work my way through that, to get over that hurdle, and tell myself that, look, I'm growing up now. Like, I'm faced with different responsibilities, I'm faced with different challenges, and so that's all part and parcel of life. And the more I found myself around people of a similar sort of upbringing and environment, they would only tell me the same thing. Like, this is just a part of the process right now. You just have to write it out. And everyone I was speaking to would say the same thing. I've gathered a few achievements along my road. My mum would probably disagree, because I haven't got a degree. So she's, excuse my French, pretty pissed off about that. But along this route, in the first year of opening, I was runners-up for the Leicester Mercury Entrepreneur Award, which is kind of strange actually, because I was just a kid from Highfields at the time, at 18 years old, and I was in a room full of people who had multi-million pound franchises. I was this 18-year-old kid who hadn't come from the best of backgrounds. I'd say like a working class background, in a room full of people in suit and ties that were looking at me a bit odd for being Asian. And then from there on, the next year, I won the Young Entrepreneur of the Year award, that was hosted by NatWest, and then went on to compete in a lot of tournaments, like latte art festivals and latte art competitions, and featured in the London Coffee Festival on behalf of a company called Almond Breeze. They do like ultimate milk and like the vegan approach to the coffee industry. So yeah, in the near future, we have like a few projects that are already on the road. We just started up our own roastery, so we're producing coffee for ourselves, producing coffee for other coffee shops and other people in the industry. And that a lot of people are going around saying, hey, you've got to find yourself, you know, like go and find what you like. But I don't think that exists. I think you just have to give yourself the time and the space and the opportunity to make the right decision.